Hello and welcome back, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as Scotland with FilthyRobot. How's it going, Filthy?
Doing well.
Good deal. Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So we've decided to stay Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Norwegian Separatists have spawned in Sweden.
Yeah. Well, Sweden's gonna crush those, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's tough. He's a tough old bear.
It's good.
So,
Still paying for rooting out corruption, right? Because we're still at 2.
yes, we want to get down to, we don't want to take any loans, but we definitely want to get below that. We just got another pop-up. So we actually have quite a bit of, did we take a loan? What happened?
I don't actually know.
No, we just happen to actually still be making money while rooting out corruption at full speed.
We do have 80% now in English Separatists. Should we start loading this army up to what's this? War tax England?
Ooh.
Levy
Lost
taxes.
a claim on England. Yeah, so
Why?
England's at war with France, and he's elected to pay 50 Monarch points to lower his maintenance. There's a decision to raise war taxes. It reduces land maintenance by 20%. So he's basically spending Monarch points to save money.
Okay. Why did we lose our claim on Oxfordshire?
Claims only last for 25 years, and it's apparently been 25 years since we first fabricated that claim.
Okay.
So that's unfortunate, but we'll need to refabricate. That's a good province. We want that. For sure.
Yeah. But so I'm getting a little worried about these English Separatists and the fact that our army's at 0 maintenance. Should we get maintenance on our army?
Well, taking a look at it, the 3 provinces causing the unrest are Hampshire, Kent, and Marches at 1.7, 1.7, and 1.7. Together, those add up to, 5.1. So it would take 21 regiments or so to actually put that down, and we have 19. So if we train 2 more troops and then go to full maintenance, we can actually just park our army there for a few months and make this rebellion go away.
Okay. I like that idea. I was gonna say we're trying to build manpower, but I don't think it's that important to do that immediately. You said 2 more regiments? You want infantry?
Yeah, I'd probably just go infantry.
Okay.
And then let's just wait a few months. Unless they get to 90%, in which case we need to raise maintenance right away. But another reason why I'm not too concerned is that Marches has a fort, and if they get to 90%, we can just turn the fort on. A province protected by a zone of control from a fort will not get those on siege 1 effects like we had in Sealand.
Yeah.
So instead of the 10 years of extra separatism, nothing would happen.
Oh, we have a new Diplotech.
Nice, cool.
Max promoted cultures, local sailors modifier, seems good so far. Naval morale and trade range. I guess trade range matters. Does any of the rest of it matter? Modifiers are corruption, it costs us 1.4% extra, increase over time, neighbor bonus minus 10%. So I guess we could get a little bit of a discount if we wait on the corruption, but probably that discount goes, so this, when it says plus 3.8 increase over time, and corruption plus 1.4, how do I compare those? So if our corruption is going down, and that cost is going to go down, but is that going to go down slower than the increase over time is going to go up?
The increase over time is kind of a misnomer. It used to be that every single year that would go by, tech would get more expensive over time. They didn't change that tooltip, though, when they introduced the institution system, and the increase over time has absolutely nothing to do with time and everything to do with how many techs you have. You could sit here...
Not going to go up.
Exactly. You could sit here paused for the rest of the game, and it would still just be increase over time plus 3.8.
Okay.
The next one will cost more, though.
All right, then it looks like, just judging on that, what we're going to do then is just wait until the corruption cost goes down.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there's no immediate beneficial to this. Like, we don't need the naval morale. The trade range I don't think is useful quite yet. And the trade range, if I understand trade range, that's where we can put our merchants, or no?
Yeah. Ooh, interesting. Lubeck accepted peace with Denmark, full annexation. Lubeck will pay 350 ducats, and all of it was just annexed. So Denmark just conquered Lubeck.
And they're at war with Lubeck, okay?
And neither did I, but that's probably because we don't have a marked as special interest. No, we do. I guess we just ignored it. Well, rather I do. I'm not sure if you do or not. You should.
Sure I do, if I'm supposed to.
So, okay, so what's going to end up happening then is that as soon as the Emperor is not at war, he is going to demand unlawful territory. He's going to say, Denmark, you're not in the Empire. Give that back. And Denmark's going to say, no. And then province is going to
get crushed, and they're going to take all of our land from someone else.
And then what'll end up happening is that the province that he took will have an extra 10 unrest for a long time because the Emperor said you're not supposed to have that, basically. All right, so we're going to raise maintenance to full for a little bit. Let's lower corruption for a second, just so we're not losing hemorrhaging money while we do this.
Should we claim some more tiles in Denmark?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Whatever
we
makes sense to you logically. Sure you can think it through.
Yeah, let me go take a look at the cost though. Yeah. This is 12, 5, 12. I'm gonna take this one. We already have Finn, right? What's this one? 7. No, I want that one. Okay.
There goes our truce with Brittany.
Can't fabricate on this one? Why can't I not fabricate on it? We already have a claim on it? I guess if I hit E, we can see I already have a claim on it. That would be a good one to have taken then, huh? Okay, so...
Good reason to not be able to fabricate, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, how come I can't fabricate when claiming this one then?
Which
I want
one?
the mid one. It's like Midtjylland.
Midtjylland, yeah, because you don't have a sea tile that borders it, and you don't have an adjacent province that borders it. It's on the other side of the sea.
Oh, so I can't just like continually fabricate like a line of fabrications. It has to be actually related to land I have currently.
Yep, you can fabricate on any tile right now that is touching the sea tile of Øresund, which is why we can do Find, Ostjylland, etc. I would go for...
I'm going to go for Holstein.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay. I'm just moving troops around, trying to put down this English separatist thing.
Okay, good.
We're making money. Corruption's still causing some issues. We're at 1.03. We can almost... I hope you don't get another nasty event, by the way.
For corruption again.
You are? You're hoping for it? Nice.
Add some challenge to our life.
Why am I not surprised? Okay, there's actually no unrest there at all. Kent. I'm looking at the wrong province, aren't I? Sweden has embraced Protestant.
Do we want to go Protestant now? Denmark went Protestant too.
I don't know.
I mean, do you want to do it after so-and-so has died over here?
I'm kind of tempted to just stick with Protestant unless, like, France becomes... Sorry, stick with Catholic unless, like, France or, like, I don't know, something major changes. And there's one main motivator that I have, and that's that I have a pretty good feeling you're going to be persuaded into taking colonial ideas as one of our ideas in the future. And being Protestant can be really nice, being Catholic, because there's something in the game called the Treaty of Tordesillas, which basically is where the Pope sanctions your colonization, and you get a huge bonus to your colonization ability. If you go Protestant, you can't get that. I assume there's a pop-up because you paused?
I did. We have a court painter available.
Okay.
And we can pay 97 ducats for 10 prestige and 50 admin.
Ooh.
We can just lose 5 prestige, or we can renegotiate the price because we have a special thing from James III being a fierce negotiator, in which case we only have to pay him 58 ducats and we get the same benefits.
That one sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does. We'll take that. Done.
Nice event. Cool. I like it. Okay, we have enough spy network strength that we could actually fabricate on Pomerania, which we haven't really spent any time talking about, but they are a nation that I would want to consider maybe attacking and expanding into. So, you don't mind fighting strong nations, right?
No, I don't care.
How do you feel about beating up on the Emperor?
All right. Sounds like it'd be a challenge.
Okay, so we had talked, I don't remember exactly when, it was a few episodes ago, basically about how the French are kind of like starting to lose their purpose for us. Like, they don't really benefit us. We didn't need them in the last war, and we're probably going to backstab them at some point.
Yeah.
We were looking for one more person we could use them against, since we've earned some favors with them over the last 20-some years, 30 years, whatever it is. So I'm thinking what we do is we fabricate a claim on Pomerania, we attack Pomerania, and since we're an outside nation, outside of the Empire, the Emperor will defend that prince.
Okay.
So we call France in, so that France will fight the Emperor for us while we sort of just go fight Pomerania.
Sounds like a really good idea.
So let's go look at Pomerania. They're south of Denmark, and we want to try to decide out of all these provinces that border the sea zone of Øresund, there are
There's only 3, right?
There are 3. Which one we would want to claim?
And just based on provincial development, it'd be the middle one. It'd be Rostock.
Yep. However, there's one other factor.
You like the land access from the other provinces?
I'm actually leaning toward Stralsund instead, because Stralsund straddles 2 sea zones. If we take Stralsund, then we would have a province on the southern Baltic Sea, which would allow us to fabricate next on Danzig.
I see. Okay.
And Danzig is a really, really good province. Look at Danzig real quick. It's owned by Poland right now, who we hate because they're ugly. It's got 2 estuaries. It's got a coastal center of trade and the Vistula estuary.
But don't we have to... Okay, but you're only going to fabricate... I mean, we're going to fabricate multiple claims on these guys before we go to war with them, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if we fabricate on Stralsund. We just have to, because we can't... If we fabricate on it, it doesn't allow us to fabricate on the other ones in that C-zone tile, because we don't own any of that territory yet.
Yep,
right?
Yep, that's right. And the only reason I'd say to go for the Stralsund claim first is because, let's just say in 6 months, something drastic changes and we decide, okay, we have to go to war right now. Then I want the claim to be on the right province based on my longer term plans.
Okay.
So yeah, I would grab a claim on Pomerania. France obviously won't join a war with us right now because he's apparently, he may be losing. I'm not sure. England somehow has a lot of troops down there. There's a 20 stack.
Okay. And this is, I want to, so you're suppressing rebellions here, and you're doing this by standing in the, so if I mouse over English Separatists, it shows that they're coming in from 6 different locations, 5 of which are at 0 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to Kent. Kent,
yep.
You have 1 guy in. How much can each stack suppress?
0.25.
0.25. So it's 4 stacks for 1.
Yep.
Okay.
So those other 8 that have just arrived have now squelched the English rebellion, and we'll see that start to tick down now every month.
Good.
France is technically winning their war. They're at +2. They don't have the war goal. Gascony needs to get sieged down.
Oh, no
this
idea.
is a real pivotal battle right now. Whoa! Look at this. So the French have 26,000, 21,000 marching down on a 20 stack of the English. This is going to be the pivotal battle for that war.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm gonna pay attention. All right. So the French have more morale. Shocking. 4.1 morale. They have better discipline. They've got slightly better tactics. It's Charles VIII. He's actually ruling. He's leading. That's the leader of the country. And he's leading battles himself. So he's a 0-3-2 versus a 1-2. Better general, better tactics, better discipline, everything in their favor.
Bad rolls.
Very, very bad rolls, but he's still kicking butt. I mean, he's got a huge army. Okay. And my guess is that most of these armies are... No, never mind. They can retreat to where Castile is. I was thinking they might get stack wiped, but no.
Why do we gain corruption when I confirm the unlock engineer course? Oh, is this corruption cost? So I want to... I was clicking on the next level of our idea group for engineer cores, which would fulfill the comets apparently, which gives us a stability cost modifier, which I don't even remember what that does at this point. But and it says this will unlock the idea engineer cores at a cost of 402 military power, corruption plus 0.6%. Why?
That's a great thing that you've just pointed out. I wonder if maybe Paradox can make this more clear. It's not going to increase your corruption. It's costing 402 instead of 400. Because we have corruption, which is increasing the cost of this idea.
I see.
By 0.6. That's why it's 402.
Where's our corruption gone?
If we keep paying it at the rate that we are right now, it's going to be gone in like a year, less than a year.
What is the stability cost modifier, and where do I see it? So I know where it's, like I can go to stability and expansion, and I can see our stability, but what is the stability cost modifier? Is that for buying more stability?
Yeah, if you were to buy stability, which we can't even do right now because we're at 3, the base cost is 100, so reducing your cost by 10%.
That's a pretty not useless, but in this scenario, it's totally useless because our stability is maxed and we weren't planning on buying fucking stability anyways. So there's no reason to rush that idea group right now.
Nope.
I would just wait till corruption goes down.
Yep, okay. I'll just wait a little bit. Sounds good. So we'll wait a few months. We'll let the... Oops, wrong one. I'm trying to... Okay, they've re-elected... Oh, they've actually just elected Bohemia as the emperor. Interesting. So, that is very, very interesting.
Yeah, because what happens if we take over Bohemia?
That would be very interesting. Let's just leave it at that. So basically, the electors have decided that they don't like Austria, and they've just decided to instead vote for Bohemia. Bohemia still has no heir, though, and he is 47, and if he dies, it is still looking like a Stuart will succeed to the throne.
Okay. I think we should try to save some money, and because if someone overtakes us, it's just going to be by a little tiny bit, right? And we could buy up development a little bit.
Money is not used to buy development. Monarch points are.
Oh, which Monarch points?
It
depends.
Any
depends
type.
Which ones you're doing. Okay, so we're going to save up Monarch points for a little bit. I was kind of saving them anyways, so.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance Bohemia is going to pick up a few more royal marriages, so we'll want to pay attention to see who he allies now that he's the emperor. That makes him a lot stronger than he was a second ago. So that does kind of backfire one of the plans we just made.
Yeah, the coring, or the fabricating claims over that area.
Yeah, if we were to attack Pomerania now, we'd end up fighting Bohemia, because he's now the emperor instead of Austria.
Is our fleet is not privateering? Why not? Or protecting trade? Or is that what the little anchor icon means?
Yeah, that they're protecting trade. The anchor icon means that they're mothballed. That's the light. That's the transport and the heavy. The other ones have like a little, I don't know, can of soup or something. I don't know what that is.
The can of soup is protecting trade. Got it.
Well, it's like a little bowl, or I don't know what that is, but it's fine. So English separatists are at 20%. Let's go 2 more months. We got the Methian separatists are pissed and pale, but they're at 11 unrest. We can't actually put that one down. Same thing with Ulster. Looks like we're going on to just march our army over there. Be ready to fight those guys.
All right.
Because we can't actually do anything. All right, 1 more month.
Corruption is costing us so much fucking money.
Yep.
Disappoint.
You are very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you're probably low enough that the idea doesn't cost extra Monarch points now. Yeah, it's 400 points, so just take the idea.
Nah. No benefit taking that idea this instant.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to lower maintenance now. Again, we're done. Putting down that rebellion. Sorry there, English separatists. The answer is no.
We're not separating. Yeah,
you are not returning to England. Okay, Sealand. I'm leaning toward possibly lowering autonomy in. Sealand's at 39% autonomy. It's owned by the burghers right now. If we click the button, we only get 14% of the reduction. We could do something sort of weird, which is to revoke it from the burghers, then lower autonomy, then give it back to the burghers. In which case, we'd get the full amount. All that would effectively do is just piss the burghers off a little bit. Because,
I kind of want to take advantage of our specialty groups again, so I think we need to let them build up some stuff.
Okay. How much longer until we can actually make the nobility happy? Oh, nice! June 28th, we can finally start giving them some land. Cool.
Okay, good.
Alright.
We gotta have some interactions with them anyway soon, right? Yeah, we can ask for cash from the burghers again in 1502. Seven.
Just civil disorder. Hey, we just died. We died. We did.
6 pretender regiments rise up and revolt in Orkney.
Okay, wait. Before you click that button, raise maintenance. Remember, you can leave that event up for 3 months.
Okay.
We don't want them to fire right now, because then we won't be able to actually like put it down right away, and they'll siege down that province, which is bad. So I just raised maintenance. We're going to march towards, you said, Orkney? Where they're going to spawn, and just leave the event on the screen for a month or 2 so we can get some morale, get our army in position.
Sounds good.
Beyond that, because we died, we need to check to see if any of our royal marriages ended.
Whoa, our legitimacy just got really creamed.
Yeah, you may recall that this was a spawn of a maid or whatever. We chose to take this heir, James the Girthy I, because he had good stats. We liked the 156, but he had a weak claim, which is why we ended up with 30 legitimacy.
Ouch.
So yeah, that's painful. But what it is what it is. You'll also notice that when your monarch dies, we lost 1 stability. So
I did not notice that. That is annoying.
Yep. So I would take the idea group.
Why? Because you're thinking of purchasing stability?
No, just because the corruption's gone. There was no reason to.
There is a reason, because we were considering spending monarchy points to keep our development score high enough so we can maintain our chance to take over Bohemia and therefore dominate whatever this papal shit is.
Poland is ahead of us again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we may wish to raise the development of our nation via monarchy points so we can be ahead of Poland.
Hold on. The reason why it's not that Poland's ahead of us is that because we sent the royal marriage, we no longer have a royal marriage with Bohemia. We need to send a royal marriage offer to Bohemia first before we can assess where we're at.
Okay. So let's do that. You have a guy. So let's go ahead and royal marriage, Bohemia. Mm-hmm. He'll still accept. It's good. Worried that the legitimacy might throw that up, but okay. And we look. Gotta let tick, I assume.
Yep. Do you still want to be friends with Sweden for a while? Sweden's they're Protestant now. That's okay though.
Well, I think we might be going Protestant too. If we fail at this, we might go. We got a new queen consort.
Very, very good one, by the way. A 436. My goodness.
Well, but we only can use queen consort if like our guy dies and our heir is too young or something.
Yeah, exactly. But still, that's a really good consort. If it does come to pass, then it'll be interesting to see. Okay, so we're still ahead. A noble from House Stuart will succeed to the throne. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, if you want to stockpile the points, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
It's not going to harm anything, as long as we're not at war and that siege
Yeah, and I checked
ability.
none of the bonuses were immediate bonuses, so.
Okay, our ruler is calm.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's fine. It's not really a
Ability
problem.
cost modifier, it's pretty useless.
Overall, I'm happy because we just gained 5 Monarch points a month.
Yes.
Compared to the previous ruler. He's a much better ruler.
Alright, we ready for this Pretender army?
Yeah, go ahead and click it.
Okay.
So the Pretenders, basically, let's say that somehow you actually don't want your current guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you wanted to, you could theoretically just allow the Pretenders to occupy all your territory, and once they enforce demands, they will kick your current ruler out and put their guy in charge. So if your guy is like...
his guy.
You used to be able to see what his stats were. Now it shows you numbers, but those numbers aren't true. It rolls a random it rolls the random stats upon their enforcement. There goes our truce with Denmark.
Truce with Sweden, too. Okay.
Okay, so I guess we're going to have to take a break here and decide if we want to actually go to war right now, or if we want to keep on trying to play it safe.
Sounds good. See you guys soon.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.